Hi, I'm Simon Wyatt, and thank you for joining me on this week's episode of Kiwi Cop Stories, which I'm sure you'll agree is a very entertaining one indeed. This evening I'm joined by Terry, and Terry was in the police for about 30 years, and he's going to share a story of an incident that happened in his first week at work.
Thank you, Simon. What actually happened was this: in the very early part of my career, literally within a day or so of arriving in Auckland, I was in the control room, or they call it the communications room of the police station, and that's the old police station that was in Princess Street. And all it really was a long bench with phones on it, nowhere near as sophisticated as it is today. And so I was sitting there, totally innocent and ignorant of how things work, and my first phone call that I received was this. The phone rang, I picked it up, and the other end of the phone, a woman is screaming on the phone, "Help! Help! Help! My husband! He's going to stab me! He's got a knife! Help! Help!" And I said, "Oh! Quick! Get a rolling pin and hit him over the head. We're coming straight away!" Click. And I got up, and I thought, picked up the phone. Hello? I didn't know where she'd come from. See? And anyway, the senior sergeant looked at me. "What was that?" I said, "Oh, nothing, senior." Put the phone down. And within about half an hour of that, the ambulance rang up saying they were called to a place, I'm not sure. But a woman had hit her husband over the head with a rolling pin, and he was unconscious on the floor, and there was a knife there. And I never said anything. I thought, oh, see? So, my very first phone call, I mucked it up completely.
And it worked out in the end, though.
Well, I think the senior sergeant, I think he could see that I was totally incompetent, or inept. So anyway, he must have looked at me and thinking, I'm going to get back at this. And of course, I had my tunic on, and in those days, a very rough woolen tunic, and if you didn't brush it, you could have it was all gathering dust. And it was actually quite inflammable had it been near flames. So unbeknown to me, he came behind me while I was still sitting there thinking about my first bundling up of the phone call, and he came behind with a cigarette lighter and he lit the bottom of my tunic, and of course all this fluff caught fire, and there's all these flames building up my back, see? And I'm unaccustomed to people setting fire to me. It hadn't happened to me a lot, and so I didn't know what to expect. All I know was getting warmer, and I remember looking in one of the windows, and I could see a reflection in the window, and there seemed to be flames at the back of me. I couldn't tell whether it was just a mirage or what it was, or maybe it was outside. But sitting a few seats down was a policewoman, and she said, "Oh, the new man's on fire." And then it was singeing the back of my head, and I thought, "Oh, geez, I'm on fire." The senior sergeant says, "Don't worry, I'll put him out." And he grabs his fire extinguisher, all over me, and I'm like a snowman sitting there like that. And that was my first introduction to control room. So, you've got to answer phones properly, otherwise the senior sergeant would set fire to you.
So I told you it was a cracker. Thank you very much for watching this week's episode. Make sure you share it with your friends so they too can enjoy it as well.